So we're going to talk about Gretchen Whitmer. Look, when Gretchen Whitmer was in the Oval Office the other day and didn't want to be photographed, so she covered her face with her folder, whatever she had in her hand. I didn't really talk about it because I'm like, look, there's a lot of moving parts here. A lot of these governors need things, and they need to work with the White House because that's how our system is set up. And I'm not going to fault somebody for going in. I mean, it was a gaffe to cover her face. It just drew more attention to the fact that she was there. But when you appear on stage with Donald Trump, it's a whole different thing. I think it does need scrutiny. It does need criticism. And I'm not here to protect Democrats and their agendas. I'm not here to protect their candidacies when they want to run for president of the United States in 2028. That's not my role. My role is to protect the country. My role is to live up to my oath to the Constitution, to protect it against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And when you're a domestic threat to the Constitution like Donald Trump is, that's what I'm here to talk about. Gretchen Whitmer appeared on stage at a rally with Donald Trump, a propaganda tool for Donald Trump. Listen, Democrats, leaders in our party, stop appearing with Donald Trump on stage. Don't go to his rallies. Don't offer yourself up as a tool of this propagandist, because that is exactly what happened on stage in Michigan. She was sandwiched in between a bunch of bootlickers. It was an ass-kiss sandwich with Pete Hegseth. Then they stuck in Gretchen Whitmer. I don't think she knew she was going to be invited on stage. She should have said, no, thank you. I have nothing to say. She didn't. First of all, she shouldn't have showed up at all. You don't entertain fascism and thank the fascist for the things he's giving you when it's your country and it's his duty to do so. We've got a leadership deficit in the Democratic Party, and these people who want to run for office, her, Gavin Newsom, all these people who are cozying up to fascists. No. Watch this moment. We'll talk about it a little bit more on the other side.
And with Donald J. Trump, that commander has your back. And that means something to the men and women of America, and that's why we're seeing a record surge in recruiting. That's why we're locking down our southern border. That's why our enemies know we mean business, because we have a commander-in-chief that has our back, and he has the back of this base as well. God bless you all. Thank you.
Well, I hadn't planned to speak, but I'm on behalf of all the military men and women who serve our country and serve so honorably on behalf of the state of Michigan. I am really damn happy we're here to celebrate this recapitalization at Selfridge. It's crucial for the Michigan economy. It's crucial for the men and women here, for our homeland security and our future. So thank you. I'm so grateful that this announcement was made today, and I appreciate all the work. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. It's because of your leadership this is happening.
Look, to be fair to Gretchen Whitmer, she tried to get out of thanking Donald Trump, even though she did thank him. She shook his hand. I'm so grateful that this announcement was made today, and then shaking hands with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a fascist. Donald Trump is disappearing legal residents of the United States from the streets of our country for writing opinions and op-eds in college newspapers that he doesn't like. He is shredding the Constitution. He is dishonoring our country. He is an embarrassment. But most importantly, he's violating the Constitution through ignoring a 9-0 ruling of the United States Supreme Court. So why not just go on stage and legitimize his role as president, shaking his hand? A lot of people, there's probably a lot of you out there who are saying, well, it didn't do anything. Well, she's the governor. Well, he's the president, blah, blah. She didn't have to show up. It's easy to say, I've got a scheduling conflict. I can't be there. No one would have known the wiser. No one would have known that she didn't show up. No one's expecting her to be on a stage with Donald Trump, sandwiched in between bootlicking ass-kiss lapdog Pete Hegseth and whoever the other goober was. No one would have missed her because no one would have expected her to be there. It's a shock to many of us that she's continuing to comport with Donald Trump. Am I saying she's some kind of a secret conservative? No. But am I saying she's a propaganda tool for Donald Trump, unwitting as it may have been? Yes. And she's too smart to know that wouldn't have been the case. And if she's not smart enough, certainly she has at least one advisor around her that is. This is not the way forward. This is not leadership. This is bending the knee to a clear and present danger to the United States of America, and you should be ashamed of yourself, Governor Whitmer. Now, all of you out there who disagree, I welcome your criticism and your dissent. That's how we grow as a country. That's how we grow as a political party, moving into the future to defeat fascism and defeat the Christo-fascists in the Republican Party. Comment below. Call my voicemail line, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always, daily@dollemore.com. I do want to hear from you. We can disagree. I'm not calling her anti-patriotic or anything like that. Unpatriotic, I guess is the word. But I'm saying this is a mistake. A bigger mistake than this. Anyway, please consider if you do agree or if you don't agree. If I bring you value and you appreciate the effort and the spirit and the manner with which I do it, you can support this work and help me produce these videos, reaching the people that I do every single month. Click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month, or you can go over to my Patreon page, which is great. They take way less money than YouTube. Patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I can be found on social media if you're inclined to find me at Dollemore, hidden right in plain sight. Just my last name, at Dollemore. I love and appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another. Many of you are aware that my dear friend and brother of choice, not of blood, Brett McAfee, suffered a near-fatal medical emergency last summer while our families were on vacation in Scotland. I appreciate to no end the outpouring of support for Brett that you all gave. And I'm also very happy to report that he is safe and healing and working that long path of recovery. What I've probably not told you about Brett is that beyond being an excellent friend, he's also a talented writer. We have been the best of friends since we were kids, and I have been continually inspired by his creativity and by the truly singular take that he has on life. Over 2 decades ago, he wrote a poem called The Grateful Child. It's an acknowledgement of all the simple strengths that we tend to overlook. Written from the perspective of a young person, multiple grateful children express gratitude to their parents for the elements that make them who they are. The accounting of these everyday gifts inspires a clear reminder that we should not take anything for granted. I've shared Brett's remarkable poem with numerous people over the years, and a reoccurring response is that this should be a book. Well, we finally decided to listen to those people. The Grateful Child is not only a children's book for adults in your life, it's also an adult's book for children in your life. Everyone will appreciate its straightforward yet elegant celebration of life's little endowments. Click the link below to pre-order now, or simply scan this QR code and order your copy or copies today. But this being an illustrated book, we could not survive on the words alone. To pair with Brett's touching words, we searched all over for an illustrator who could bring the Grateful Child to visual life. We landed on somebody right here in the community from this show. Leah Farshid is an internationally acclaimed illustrator who, like you, is also an audience member. The moment we saw the first images that Leah drew to accompany Brett's text, we knew we had a perfect combination. It brings me tremendous joy to share my best friend's beautiful poem and Leah's spectacular images with the world. Everyone can benefit from The Grateful Child, just as I benefit from Brett's lifelong friendship. Share this beautiful book with your children. Share it with your parents or other relatives. The Grateful Child is an easy and exceptional way to show appreciation for someone in your life, young or old. Support someone you love and support this channel by giving the Grateful Child. Click the link below to pre-order now or simply scan this QR code. I am pretty sure your children need a copy. And your mom, your nieces and your nephews, your Grandpa Charlie too. Don't forget Grandpa Charlie. I think he'd love this. Make the Grateful Child a part of your life. It has been such an excellent part of mine.